What's up, YouTube? I'm back. I'm back with another rebellious video. I don't know why. I don't know why so many Negroes are X that. I don't know why so many Negroes are afraid to die. I mean, afraid. Afraid to die. They are afraid to die when it comes to rebelling against this oppression that they complain about daily, that they cry about daily. I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. It's all on YouTube. It's everywhere. You hear Negroes crying or complaining or mourning. Maybe even me, I can't leave myself out. But we cry over this thing. But some of us is afraid to lay down our life for right. It's one thing about white folks, out of all their evil doing, out of all of their bullshit that we know about, they don't mind laying down their life, man. You know what I'm saying? To be free. That is one thing that we didn't inherit from them. Out of all the evil that we inherited from them. But it's one thing that we didn't learn is dying to be free. The only time that we are die is to gain power, money, fame, comfort in their world. We would even lay our own life down in their army that they control. We would do that. But when it comes to a revolt, when it comes to a rebellion, when it comes to laying our own life down for our own salvation in our own community, we stall out. We hesitate. We become afraid. We got that if we can't beat them, join them mentality. As I heard a wise man said, you got all these gangsters in the hood, but they only playing a character. They like a cartoon character. But when it comes to a revolution, they are cowards. They are afraid. They don't want to do those things. They don't want to rebel. They don't want to revolt. But when it comes to an army that you have no control over, yeah, you might got some blacks, a sergeant or a lieutenant or whatever the case may be, in a certain position that you was given. But you don't rule that shit. You will go out there and die for a country that wouldn't die for you, that don't respect you, that taxes you after your family labored for 400 years. And it's written in the history books. Your family worked for free, labored for this shit, man. And here it is, we still paying taxes, and you want to go out there and defend this country? Man, it really hurts to hear, black men that's older than me, and work longer than me, and work for everything that he earned, to tell me, well, those slaves dead. That was so many years ago. I'm not worried about that money. I'm not worried about that restitution. I'm not worried about that reparations. In other words, he's telling me, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how hard my family worked. I don't care how hard they worked. I don't care what they left for me. I don't care what land they left for me. And this is by law. You know what I'm saying? This is all law. You go out there and you steal something from a store or a bank, and somehow you get locked up, and you in the court system, and the first thing they'll tell you is restitution. You gotta pay this money back to this company that you stole from. That's what they would tell you. But you got family members of the ancestors that slaved for free, that died, man, died, to make your life or your living in America comfortable the way it is. Then you want to walk away and say they died years ago? That's a slap in your ancestors' face. Anytime you see a black actor, I'm just ranting right now. I don't know what to label this video. Shit, you label it. Anytime you see a black actor or a black comedian or any black actor that's mocking the misery, the suffering, the pain that his forefathers went through to make a profit, come on, man. Is that right? If that shit right, is it right? It's a lot of shit that I watched as a child that I laughed at, because I didn't know no better, And you had actors, man, black actors, mocking the misery and the suffering of our ancestors. Why would you do that? We are a lost people, man. And I don't really blame us. The only time that I blame us, I don't blame us for being lost, but I blame us for being guilty of enslaving ourselves after we learned the truth after we was able to read. You know, we can read now. We have the power to understand and to know the history and to know the truth. I can understand why some white folks, kind of upset, right? Because they sacrificed their life. Some of them, some good-hearted ones, sacrificed their life in order for us Negroes to read, and now we turn around and turn against each other and not come up. You know what I'm saying? We got some white folks out there that's willing to rebel against the system. You got some white folks are willing to rebel against their own system to ride with us. That's proven. That's history. That's history. But you got so many Negroes, man, that are willing to sell his own self out to be comfortable, to live large, to be a baller, to be a player, to be a drug dealer. You got many rappers that glorify being a damn drug dealer. For what? That's enslavement. You got rappers that's glorifying enslaving their own people to be rich or to be comfortable. Why are you glorifying that shit? Like if you watch a Biggie Smalls documentary, all they glorified was how he sold coke on the street. What's to glorify about that shit? Not a damn thing. You just enslaving your own people, and you being glorified for it. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Black men on the bottom. I try not to stress over us being at the bottom because that's where we choose to be. This is our choice. So there is no need to stress over it. But that don't mean I can't cry over it or express my opinion or cry out about the suffering that goes on in America. We ain't free. We will never be free until this evil government comes down. Always.